Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and get started on this Sunday's video. This is going to be a nice one. By the way, I got something special coming up probably next week or sometime this week. I'm going to be releasing the MT5 indicators because I know a lot of brokers have moved from the MT4 to the MT5. And so I'm going to be releasing that, and it's going to be a very, very good release for you guys, and it's going to be dirt cheap so that anybody and everybody can have access to them. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be providing more information on that, okay? But I got you guys covered, all right? So I'm looking at the gold chart. As you guys can see, that gold sold off huge all the way to the 50% retracement. I am on the 4-hour time frame. And that was because of some political stuff going on. And this is what I'm telling you guys, no matter what trading system you get, always manage your money, because it's sometimes people say, oh, this trading system, I need to get a new trading system. And you bounce them from trading system to trading system to trading system. It's not about the trading system. Fact is that sometimes there's political events that hits the market, or news events, which I'm going to be covering, that can rip the markets apart. And so when that happens, there's really nothing wrong with your trading system, strategy, or whatever. It's just going to be one of those days. All right. Talking about that, let's go ahead and get into, let me pull this up for you guys. Let me see where this tab is. Let's go ahead and talk about the news while we're here. By the way, I also put out a video yesterday. We just went dumb on the markets, man. I've got to be careful because, YouTube be tubing, they know what they do. But the point is, we really went ham on the markets last week. Man, it was crazy. 14 wins and 3 losses on the Forex side. Jenny did over 668 points in the futures market. We had 5 and 3 or 6 and 3. But the losses were smaller than the winners, so we went away eating pretty good on my personal channel. So, by the way, if you want to join our copycat service, go ahead and go right here to supereasycopycat.com. And if you want to see how the copier works, you're just going to set up the software on your computer, on your MT4, MT5, and when we take trades, you get copied. It's really that simple. If you want to join our live trading sessions with Miss Jenny, you want to click on the New York session on Futrix.com, Futtrix.com. Go there, click on the New York, and you'll be trading live with Miss Jenny during the New York session 3 days a week. If you want my personal trading alerts, then you want to sign up for the Asian session. And typically, most of my trade alerts will come out during the Asian session, but I will send them out anytime I see setups, okay? So that's that. Let's get to the news this week. The main news this week for US dollar is going to be on Friday with NFP. For those who don't know what NFP, look right here. I put a little category so it says, don't trade during these events. NFP is non-farm payroll. What that means is anybody who's not working on the farm, your job is counted in the U.S., and that's how they get the Fed interest rate news, the interest rates and all other kind of data that the U.S. uses to be able to create the interest rates and so forth. So they get it from employment numbers. So that's what NFP stands for, U.S. employment numbers, whether, how many people are working, whether the economy is strong or weak. All right. So that's on Friday. So that's a big one. As far as the others, you got the AUD coming out with their interest rates. You got GBP coming out with their interest rates. You got the Euro coming out with their interest rates. And typically, because the U.S. did not raise their interest rates, I'm really not looking for a surprise on those to raise their interest rates, because typically what they do is they follow whatever the U.S. dollar does. They typically do the same thing. So that's that. Jobless claims are coming out, and that's a precursor on Thursday to kind of give you a heads up of what's going to happen on Friday for NFP, and that's that. And then you have CAD coming out with their interest rates. So the only one I did not see that's coming out with interest rates this week is the JPY and NZD. Those are the only two. Okay. So let's get into the chart so I won't hold you long. Let's go ahead through the pairs. All right. So right here is chop, chop, chop city. You can see it's judo, chop, 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 chop. So I don't like AUD, NZD. This one here has finally showed some softening. Finally, it's been on a nonstop rocket tear. You can see you could have got in way down here and rolled it on up. So it's finally on the 1 hour time frame. You see that it's finally showing some softening. I would now try to sell right here. I'll be a buyer because I think it's going to try to pull back up and do a retest. And if it comes and stops at a reasonable level after the AUD interest rate news is announced, then I'll probably be looking for a sell trade, okay? If you want to get copied on our trades when we're going to be entering, again, join the copycat service, okay? AUD, nothing here. I don't like it. Nothing here. Chop, 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 city. Chop, 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 city. Nothing there. This one, same thing. It finally peaked to the top and gave some softening. I will look for a retracement back up. And if I do see a good setup on this one after the AUD interest rate news, then I'll probably be looking for a good entry on that one for a sale. Same thing with this one, nothing different. Okay. Because there's so much interest rate news coming out this week, I'm going to be very, very cautious on what pairs I'm looking to trade. This will probably be a light trading week for me because a lot of you guys, you love taking 50, 40, 30 trades a week, and you demand trades, and then you walk away with nothing. And I'm talking and looking. But the problem is if there is nothing worthy of our time, why are we taking trades? Are we here to make money, or are we here to just gamble? So you got to make up your mind. If you are looking for quality trades, cool, rock with us. If you're just a person who's just looking for a bunch of trades, you don't care whether they win or lose, you just got this gambling spirit, then, do you. Keep doing you. But don't expect payouts or to pass prop firm challenges, none of that. It's not going to happen. So the euro dropped really, really hard, and I know some people from the daily time frame are looking for this thing to continue further down to the downside, and I see what they're talking about, but I'm looking for a pullback first. Okay, I'm looking for a pullback retracement first on this particular pair. I'm not looking to jump into this right away. Not yet. Not me personally. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. And so, this is looking like a strong support level. So if it pulls down to that support, I'm going to possibly look for a buy opportunity, not a sell. Me personally, you do what you want. Okay, let's go back to the charts and keep going. All right, Euro CAD, Euro EJ, and on this one, I don't see anything. Like I said, I'm not seeing a lot because the market have been raggedy. So, it is what it is. On this one, another one, thank you for dropping. But again, I'm looking for a pullback first before I look for a sale. This one is sitting on a strong support, but I'm not a big fan of counter trending when it comes to the CHF, which is the Swiss franc. This is a extremely strong trend trading pair. So this is where the ocean wave comes in, guys. For me, when I'm using the ocean wave, see, this is the one I stick with when I'm trading the Swiss franc. Because the Swiss franc, it stays in that trend, and a lot of people get faked out. But see, like if you would have my ocean wave trading system, which again, it'll be in the MT5 version coming out this week or next week for you guys. See right here, all the way to here, that was 117 pips. You know what I mean? Something like that. Look at that. And look, even from this stall point from the 30-minute, woo, right here, that would have been 98 pips. So one trade on the CHF, man, with the ocean wave, man, you rocking and rolling. You're good. So I'm not a big fan of reversal trading, so I don't look for reversals on these. They have to show me a strong move to the upside and then a pullback before I believe them. All right. NZ, Euro NZD, nothing there. This is sitting on strong support levels. So again, that's cool. See, for an example, look at how this one looked like it was strong and then it broke through, came back and retested, showed resistance and dropped further. That's what the CHF does a lot of too. So I'm not a fan of rushing into trades just because it looks like it's doing this, it's sitting on this strong. No, I need more confirmation than that, just the support. Support lines are fine, but I need to see more from your behind, okay? Now, if you have my daily dot, when I had it on sale for those who took advantage, you can see it does respect it. So even if it breaks through this level, it will bounce off of it first, then, see, like boom, 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 bounce stuff, and then break through, okay? All right, let's keep it going. Same thing here. Now, this looks like a really nice setup for a bounce on GBP NZD. But again, we need to look for lower time frame confirmations before buying if we're going to do that. This one is showing an AM pattern and then a pullback. So what I'm looking for on this pair here this week is a pullback within this channel that it's creating. So that's what it's creating, the channel. Okay, and I'll make this prettier for some of you guys. Some of you guys are so anal. All right, so that's the channel that I'm seeing. So it's within this channel, but overall it then dropped. Now it's creating this little flag pattern channel, and then hopefully we will get what we will look for is a drop or break outside of this channel, and it goes whoop, 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 and drops on down maybe to this level here. So that's where I'm looking for a sale on that one coming up this week. Because again, GBP does have interest rate coming out, but JPY does not. So got to be cautious. Again, guys, this week is going to be a slower trading week because of all these different pairs. It's like 5 different pairs having interest rate news. So you got to trade them after the news event. That's what I'm a fan of, not beforehand. Okay, so now this is another good setup. We see now it is finally softened up from its original buy position that ran up like crazy. So now it looks like maybe the dollar is going to pick up a little bit of steam this week, if possible. But first of all, I'm looking for a pullback first to show me that this is, a real move to the downside. And how do you know? Because it'll give that reversal, then it'll do a pullback, but the high point on the pullback will be lower than the high point right here of the reversal. If I see that, then I'm good. If not, I'm good. I'm leaving it alone. All right, nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Oops, I'm sorry. Into the cat. All right, raggedy at the top. So that's kind of like a Mount Everest raggedy noise. I don't know what you're going to do, so I'll leave you alone. All right, same thing with this one. This is one I've been waiting on for a very long time. Oh my God, I've been waiting on you to drop. So bottom line on this one here, I'm looking for the same exact thing, guys. I'm looking for a possible softening of right here. You see you got your sell on the 1 hour, but I'm not looking to sell just yet. That's not what I'm looking to do. I'm looking for a pullback first, wait for it, and then I'm going to hop in on a sell on that one. All right. Next one, we see strong energy building up on the USD Swiss. Okay, so now this is possibly a pullback. I'm waiting for a pullback and a thunder thrust to the upside. This thing has been dropping like crazy. As you can see from the daily, it's just been no money in it. Nobody wants to buy the dollar, but it looks like it's starting to slow down for opportunity. So I'll wait for a pullback. And if the pullback stays higher than the low point, then we're good. We're good. All right. Next one, USD CAD, same exact thing. Nice clean moves. I like the USD CAD better than the USD Swiss. Nice clean move. We look for a double leg. Hopefully it pulls all the way back. Create that W pattern. Man, that would be beautiful for a buy. Okay. All right. And same thing with this one. This one just already shot up and did a thunder thrust. So I'm not looking for anything on this one yet. All right. So that's the news on that one, guys. That's all the pairs I'm staring at for this week. Not a lot this week, again, because we got to be very cautious. So me and my team will be sending out trade alerts, or you can be copying on our trades rather. And we're just going to take them as we see fit. Okay, as we see good setups, then we're going to take those trades and try to make some more profits this week and try to smash some more records. All right, you guys? Peace and hair grease.